You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Hey guys, I'm Tim.
I'm Mallory.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. And today, my daughter Mallory and I are going to review Clue, the classic mystery game. But this isn't just any Clue. Mallory, what kind of Clue is this?
The Grinch.
The Grinch. I'm so excited. Mallory's a big fan of the Grinch because she's a Grinch.
I'm not a Grinch.
Oh, wait, I'm just kidding.
I don't steal presents that kids got.
Fair enough. Fine. So in this version of Clue, it plays like regular Clue, but with a few extra things. So Mallory, how do you play this game?
How you play the game is you get 2 dice.
Yep, you roll them up.
And depending on how many people you have, the person who rolls the highest number
Gets to go first.
But like if you roll like 2 6s, obviously you're gonna have to do a re-roll.
Yeah, don't worry about all that. Now, what are they doing once we figured out who first player is?
They would roll the dice. They'd select their like little Who character. There's Mama Who, Cindy Lou Who, Cousin Who, Auntie Who, Papa Who, and Mayor Who.
Yep. Good job.
And basically the number of dice that you roll, you go, like you pick a place that you're able to go into the number of spaces.
Yeah, so you move that many spaces and you're trying to get to a room. So what do we do when we get to a room?
When you get to a room, you like, for example, say I am Mama Who, I go to Mount Crumpet, I suspect Cindy Lou Who, like, saw the Grinch stealing the drums in Mount Crumpet. And the person who's to my left, or person who has the next turn, is going to either show me a card or not going to show me a card. Yeah,
and so they might have to, if they've got one of those 3 things, the person, the item, or the location, they have to show you a card. Now, if they don't have it, it goes to the next player.
Yes.
And then they have to show you a card. And if they can't, then it goes around until it gets all the way back to the player who asked the question. So, Mallory, if nobody shows you a card when you ask that question, what happens?
Very interesting question. So that may mean that one of your guesses, like, is right.
Yeah, like because nobody has that card, so that card might be in this envelope that tells us the actual solution.
And the best part about this envelope, it says Clue.
Perfect. This game does do a few things differently than your regular standard Clue. In addition to the really cool Dr. Seuss artwork, there are these question mark spots on the board. If you land on one of those, you get to draw a little bit more card, and Mallory's got a couple. So what's the first one?
The first one is make someone reveal a card. Show this card to a player of your choice. They must immediately reveal one of their cards to all the players.
Oh, right. So if you pick somebody, then they've got a card in their hand, they got to show everybody their town square card or whatever card they decide to pick, right?
Yeah, it could be a person, an item, or a place. The next card, which you don't want, is You've Been Grinched. Place this card in a separate stack. If 8 Grinch cards are revealed, you all lose the game.
Yeah, so that puts a little bit of a timer on the game because if you draw too many of those Grinch cards, because another way that you can draw those cards is if you roll the question mark on the die, which is essentially a 1.
Yeah.
So if you roll the question mark on the die, you get to draw one of those cards, which can be good, can be bad. Another thing that it does differently that I thought was interesting is it gives all of the characters each their own one-time use superpower. Now, when Mallory and I played this the couple times we played this, we didn't use those yet because I was still teaching Mallory just how to play Clue. She picked it up really quick. The superpowers aren't going to be a problem for...
I'm a fast learner.
You are a fast learner, and you like games a lot. Just read us off like one of the superpowers, for example.
I'll read off my favorite characters. My favorite character.
Okay. So who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is Cousin Who.
Okay. Why is she your favorite character?
She wears yellow. Yellow's my favorite color.
Good enough.
Her superpower is once per game, You may start a rumor using a room you are not in. The suspect of the rumor is removed to the room you name.
Mm-hmm. So that means that normally you have to be in the room to use that room to ask your questions. So, but with her power, you could be all the way up here on Mount Crumpet and say the kitchen, and then move that player down to the kitchen so that you can make your guess with the Christmas stocking. Cindy Lou Who, or not Cindy Lou Who, Cousin Who.
Cousin Who, I can't believe it.
The Christmas stocking
Cindy
in the
Lou
kitchen.
Who has blonde hair, a red bow.
So
is
many things
holding
different.
Chocolate mug, and she's wearing pink and has this weird smile on her face.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about components. What's in the box? Mallory,
Yes?
what are some of the things you liked about the components of this game?
What I liked about the game is like how like mysterious it can be.
Oh, sure.
Like somebody could say it's in like the living room and the Papa Who was there with the Christmas tree, but then you like look at your cards and like you're not the one to show a card and you're like you're so wrong because all the cards you have, all the pre-built like things they picked are in your deck.
Oh, right.
So you're kind of like that's not a very good answer.
Well, it's fun. It's fun to watch other people guess stuff that you know is in
Yeah.
your hand, right?
Yeah, I find it like if I was the one. Well, sometimes when it was my turn to guess, sometimes I'd accidentally choose a spot or like a person or an item that was already in my deck.
Oh,
I
you know,
didn't know.
sometimes I do that when it's in my hand because I already know like that those aren't it, but I need to know if you have a certain card. So let's just say I had the Christmas stocking and Cousin Who, but I'm trying to figure out if it's in the kitchen. I might say, I think it was Cousin Who with the Christmas stocking in the kitchen, even though I already know that it's
So-
not the Christmas stocking.
So you're basically trying to fit is it not the kitchen? But if nobody has a card to show me, then it probably is the kitchen.
Yes, exactly.
What I do with my can I see it?
Yeah.
No, not that.
What? This?
Paper.
Oh, your paper. So you got a paper that helps you track everything.
Yeah. So what I do with my paper is say, if I know which one it is, I'll circle it.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones I don't know, I cross it out because I know it's definitely not that.
Leave it blank.
Can I see the cards now?
Oh, now you want the cards.
Say like I got in my deck, I had Roast Beast,
Mm-hmm.
Max's Bed, and Papa Who in my deck. What I would want to do is, like, you need a pencil,
Yeah.
and you'll cross out, like, on
You'll
your
cross out
card,
Roast Beast. You'll cross out Max's Bed.
You'll
and
cross out anything in your deck.
Mm-hmm.
And anything that's not in your deck is one of them is the answer. In
Could be.
each section.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is definitely the answer. The others are not.
Right. So, Mallory, tell me what you
Yes?
think about these game pieces.
Game pieces?
Yep.
Okay.
You don't have to go through each one, but do you like how the items look?
I like how the items look and the name of the Who hash.
Is on there? Yeah.
It reminds me of beans.
Because these are like metal. These are metal tokens.
Metal?
these
I
guys.
didn't. I thought they were like fake metal.
No, that's real metal.
Real?
Those are metal tokens. The die are unique because they this one actually, excuse me, this one has a 1. This one doesn't have a 1. It only has a question mark.
Oh. So technically you can't roll 2 1s.
Yeah, I guess not.
But technically 2 is 2 1s.
And then Mallory, do you like all the characters? Do you like the people? You don't have to like love everyone, but do you like the way they look?
Yeah, you're forgetting Cousin Who.
Well, that's your favorite. What about the board? What do you think of the board?
What I love about the board is how they put effort into making it look like it was made by Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Even though Dr. Seuss isn't with us anymore.
Right, but it still looks really good, right? It looks
Yeah.
like Dr. Seuss just made this game yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like it was always the Grinch.
when do we get this game?
Not that long ago.
But like, say we had this for a long time, it still would probably look brand new.
Mm-hmm. So you like the board? You like these?
I like how they use bright colors.
Yeah.
For the board.
Do you like the cards too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see that? So what's I want you to try and guess what I have in my hand.
Oh my God, you have every card in your hand but 6. Okay, I'm gonna say Mama Who.
No, it's 3 places.
The family room. You have 3 places? Well, how am I supposed to guess?
Okay.
In the family room
Okay, hold
with the
on.
drum. No, just tell me, do you have any of those in your hand? Mama Who, family room, and drum.
No, I don't have any of those.
Go fish. Okay, so I'm going to circle that on my sheet. Okay, Mal, let's go into, so when you get done with the game, obviously you got to get to the center and you announce what you think it is. You reveal the cards only to yourself.
Yes. So you don't want anybody else to see it because if you're wrong, if you show the other people,
Then
it
they already
wouldn't
know.
really be fair. They already would know, and the game would just be over because you didn't listen. In the card, in like the envelope,
Uh-huh.
you don't want to do this like straight out of the game, but I'll tell you what's been in the envelope. Am I missing one?
Nope, should be
Yes, I
3 in
am.
there. Oh, okay.
Okay. What was in there was the Grinch's lair,
Dun, dun, dun.
the drum,
Boom, boom.
and Auntie Who.
Oh, I
Oh,
knew.
gosh, I dropped
I
her.
knew she saw the Grinch. I knew
dropped
she
her.
saw her. Okay,
Yeah.
Mallory. So to wrap things up,
Yeah?
we at the Board Game Rundown give our games a rating from
Ooh.
1 to 10. 1 being
Only 1 to 10?
sad trombone, nobody liked it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Or 10, hooray, it's the greatest game I've ever played, ever.
I'll play it even at my birthday party.
Okay, Mallory,
Yes?
where would you rate this game on a 1 to 10?
From 1 to 10, I'd name it 9.5.
9.5. That's stellar.
Why I rate it 9.5 is because it's a great game. I mean, I bet this is probably very similar to Clue, except a few differences.
It is very similar, but with it, you are 100% correct with a few differences. Yep.
Why I got a little bit 9.5 is because I think it'd be interesting if it were, say, the Grinch dressed up as Mama Who, and then you had to guess who they thought was who, like
So-
the Grinch was disguised as, what room were they in, and what they stole.
So, like the regular version, except instead of who saw the Grinch steal stuff, it is who was the Grinch disguised as while they were stealing
Yeah.
stuff.
In like what room, of course.
Sure. Well, I guess they're kind of going off of the cartoon though, right? Because it is Cindy Lou Who that saw the Grinch
Yeah.
steal.
should
So it'd have
be
been
almost
her,
every card.
her
Cindy Lou Who.
in the
Living
room stealing everything.
Basically, he
Yeah.
stole the wreath, the Christmas tree. I don't think I ever saw him steal the Who hash or the roast beast, but I know I saw him steal
Everything else.
like everything else, like the Christmas tree, the wreath, the drum, the stocking. Not so sure about the drum, but
Sure.
probably the drum.
Well, so I would give this as a family kids game and a version of
Yeah.
Clue. I love Clue. I played a lot of Clue growing up. I thought it was a great game.
And I hope I play a lot of Clue.
You're gonna play a lot of Clue
Yay.
because you get to. Play
I've always
with this
wanted to
game.
play Clue, but I've like never gotten a chance.
Now you
But
know.
now I've had a chance to play a game sort of like Clue.
Yeah, this is Clue.
Another thing that I recommend like maybe some coloring to the little.
Oh yeah,
things.
you would like them to have
They
paint
don't
on
need
them.
to, but I think it would be a little creative.
Yep, that'd be cool. We could always try to paint them ourselves.
Yeah, but it
Nope.
may not be so easy.
No,
I
I'm
think it's
not
all
good at
dark
painting.
Black
Sure.
too.
So, anyways, I give this an 8.5 for a family.
Hey.
For a family game, we played this. Mallory and I played this a couple times the other night. We played it with her mom, my wife. We had a good time. She had a good time, right? Mom
Yeah,
enjoyed this.
Mom had a great time.
Well, Mom won, so she was really happy.
Yeah, you won. I have not won yet, but I will get vengeance.
Yeah, but you were really close. If I hadn't won If I didn't have one turn before you, I think you were gonna win the game that I won because you knew.
Remember that one round where I knew I was like thinking it was in the banquet hall with Papa Who and like was it the roast beef?
I think so, something like that.
With
Yeah.
the wreath, I think.
Yeah, it was a Christmas wreath.
And I knew it was those, but I wanted to like see if other people had the like. I wanted to know like if I was right, so I kept doing that. So just to kind of get a hint, and like if they had any cards, they would show me. But then you started heading to the middle right after I found out that nobody had any of the cards, and I was like, oh no, is he gonna guess it? Is he gonna guess the answer? And you did, and you got it right.
Did. But anyways, thank you so much, Mallory, for coming in and
I would
doing
do it anytime for Clue.
doing this review with me. And I look forward. Full disclosure: the op did send us this game. I asked them to because I thought Mallory would like it, and so they did send us this game. But we give everything a fair shot, and turns out Mallory really liked this one. So that was really awesome. I'm really glad that we did this. And for the board game rundown, I've been Tim.
I've been Mallory.
We'll see you.
Need to send more Clue games.
Right on. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.